Jadon Sancho absent from the Borussia Dortmund match day squad against Freiburg today, and he is out of the squad again. Remember, he missed his first encounter as Borussia Dortmund played the German Super Cup against Bayern Munich in Munich on Wednesday this same week. But it has come to understanding that in the team and squad that has been named by Borussia Dortmund, Jadon Sancho is not in this squad. Welcome to United Social Television. Subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in on a daily. So guys, as you know that we really onto this Jadon Sancho deal, and I think it's the biggest story that we are here waiting for. Joe Richardson, thank you for coming in. Are you 90% club? I am. Or 90% that Jadon Sancho is coming. That's what you're meaning. That's what you're meaning. Jadon Sancho is not in the Borussia Dortmund squad that is playing right now against Freiburg. And I can let me bring you the lineup. Let me bring you the lineup of Borussia Dortmund, how it was. Let me bring you such that I read it out for you to confirm this, that the lad is not into this team. And that's the news that each and every Manchester United fan wants to hear about of Borussia Dortmund, that the lad is not in the squad and in the final team that is playing Freiburg today. So here we go. So as you see there, that's the squad of Borussia Dortmund today. Look, first 11, there is Hitis, Akanji, Hamels, Emre Can, Mounier, Guerrero, Witso, Bellingham, Reina, Reus, Marco Reus, and Haaland. The substitutes, we have Dralika, Brandit, Delaney, Frenia, Piszczek, Dahol, Chakol, More, Yes, those are the players that Borussia Dortmund has fielded in against a team known as Duisburg. And as we speak now, this game, they've so far played Bundesliga. This game, they so far played 41 minutes and Borussia Dortmund has 1 goal, and it has been scored by Erling Haaland. Remember, Haaland had a chance to come at Manchester United, but as you know, the way United was negotiating its deals, Haaland found his way to a team known as Borussia Dortmund. So that's the team you see there of Haaland, and Jadon Sancho is not in the squad of Borussia Dortmund. So this is where we roll the ball to all of you who are watching in, and we are starting to think that the lad really is not sick, but he just wants the move of Manchester United. What do you think, guys? Do you think Jadon Sancho is pushing a move to come to Manchester United? That's the big question in here as I grow in and bring in this story of Jadon Sancho once again missing out on the game of Borussia Dortmund. Sancho is believed to be chasing a move to Manchester United before the transfer window closes on Monday. So that's what most sources are telling us, that Sancho is out of this squad for the second time because he's pushing a move to see to it that he comes to Manchester United and play with the likes of Bruno Fernandes and many else the stars in the team, because he really fancies this move and he wants to be at Manchester United. He wants to be nowhere this season apart from being at Manchester United. So this story has been reported by The Sun, and I think it has some gist of truth in it. They are saying the 20-year-old was also missing from Germany's Super Cup defeat against Bayern Munich on Wednesday due to a respiratory infection. Dortmund confirmed today that it's the same issue which has ruled out the winger out of the Freiburg game. But this is not really true, and I also come out to nullify it out totally, that Jadon Sancho has a respiratory infection. These are lies. These are really lies and critical lies of Borussia Dortmund, because the player known as Jadon Sancho trained yesterday and they really came out and showed us a photo of him that he was all smiling. So he trained alone, that's what they say. And when you add up the their statements that they are making, they don't really add up to a level that we really think. We have our think tanks, and Jadon Sancho to Manchester United might be imminent to happen before even the transfer deadline comes, because I think the player is pushing a move to Manchester United and he really wants to see himself play at Manchester United. MMTV256 says Sancho for United. Thank you for watching in, my brother MM256. Sancho for United, that's what we are waiting for here, and the entire world is waiting for this transfer. By the way, guys, if I might bring you up to speed, Jadon Sancho right now is going to be the most expensive player being bought in this transfer window. The most expensive player that has been bought, who is he? I think it's Kai Havertz, to come in from Chelsea. I think costed them close to 70 million pounds. But Jadon Sancho's deal is going to be close to 108 million pounds. So Jadon Sancho is pushing a move to come to Manchester United, and he has missed out on the second game of Borussia Dortmund as they play Freiburg today. That game is 1-0 and is out of the squad. Borussia Dortmund continues to spread its lies that Jadon Sancho is having a respiratory infection, of which other sources from Norway say Jadon Sancho is 100% fit, but he's just pushing a move for Manchester United, because in one of his clauses in the contract, Jadon Sancho stated that, all included in the contract, and said, if at all any team that I feel like it, if any team that I feel I want to play for comes and gives you the money that you want, you just let me go. He even met the board earlier last month and told them that I'll be very okay to be sold to Manchester United, but I won't put in a transfer request and I won't strike. But because the board of Borussia Dortmund has failed to dance to the tunes of Jadon Sancho has went on a strike, I think, though the team doesn't want to publish that news. But the fact is, he is not in this squad for the second time, and it really sends us a big message that Manchester United just needs to get its money to go in and pay for the lad who really fancies to play for them. Roman Book is also missing in action for the German Giants with a similar infection, but the club have confirmed both players have tested negative for COVID-19. Sancho's continued absence will ramp up a speculation that United will make a last-ditch attempt to take him back to England before Monday's deadline. According to Norwegian outlet Dagbladet, the 20-year-old is not involved today because of a speculation around the move to Old Trafford. The England winger, aged 20, wants his top advisors to pull out all the stops to secure his move to Old Trafford from Borussia Dortmund. That means Manchester United is really pushing this deal to happen, and very many people close to Jadon Sancho are saying that Jadon Sancho has told the people, all his agent and lawyers, to see to it that this deal happens, and he wants to be playing at Manchester United before the deadline day for the transfers end. So this is the good news that we want to hear, we as Manchester United players. I think when we see these things happening, we really get to know. Remember when he missed out on the plane that went to Bayern to play in the German Super Cup? I told you that all this is happening, but all what we are seeing is smoke. We are yet to see the fire, and now the fire has started to get out. The fire is Jadon Sancho is not happy at Borussia Dortmund anymore. He wants to be a Manchester United player, and this is the only chance he sees himself to play for Manchester United. So if at all Jadon Sancho is doing all this, what is left for Manchester United? Manchester United is busy negotiating a deal with Barcelona on Ousmane Dembele, and the coach and Fabrizio Romano has come out and tweeted about it today, which is something funny. Yet Manchester United really has a chance to go in and pay the amount of money needed and bring in the player. So we say there is some breaking news from Joan Robalto. I don't trust this source anymore. He says sources indicate that Manchester United are today in close talks with Edson Cavani, the player who is currently a free agent. Okay, sources will always say that. Fabrizio Romano has just tweeted 6 minutes back that Michael Zog, director about Sancho rumors about Manchester United. Jadon Sancho is our current player and he's got a long-term contract with us. He was ill. There is no transfer reason. That's why Sancho is not playing today. That's what Michael Zog, the director of Borussia Dortmund is saying. But there is a lot of things that are happening behind this deal. Trust me, even the player himself wants to see himself play for Manchester United because it's the greatest team in the history of England. And I think each and every person would like to play for a team that is great in his country. And the Premier League is one of the biggest leagues that any player wants to play in. Remember, when you look at La Liga, ever since Ronaldo left and very many other players, it is losing rhythm. The same applies, apart from Serie A is picking up, Bundesliga is trying, French League 1, there is only one dominant, that's PSG. But Premier League keeps on attracting players. Now look at the players, look at the teams that came into, look at the players that came into the Premier League this season. The likes of Daniel James, James Rodriguez, Kyle Havertz. Very, very many players, skilled players came into the Premier League, and having coaches or managers from outside countries, they managed to attract in a lot of talent. And I think Premier League is the most competitive league as we see here in the world football. So Jadon Sancho wouldn't like to miss out on a chance to play with or to play in a team that plays one of the most competitive leagues in the world. And when you look at the structure of Manchester United, it's only him left out to come and fill the void that is there, to see to it that Manchester United goes on and wins these trophies that are required to be winning. So I always give you a reason as to why Jadon Sancho is a very crucial signing for Manchester United. For games like the previous season, United played 3 semi-finals, but it failed to reach the final on all those 3 occasions. The first occasion was that of Man City. It hit us 3-1 at the city of Manchester, All Etihad Stadium. When they went to Manchester United, we hit them 1-0 and we were out because of the goal difference. If at all Jadon Sancho was in that game or available, he would have done a difference, trust me. We go to another game of a team known as Chelsea. That was the FA Cup semi-final. You saw how we lost. We lost because of the defensive errors, but you never know. If at all Jadon Sancho was in here, he would have done something different. The same applies to Sevilla. We would have won the Europa League. We would have been seeded first in the Champions League draws that came out on Thursday. But the problem came in here that Manchester United never had a plan B, to an extent that we were behind for close to 20 minutes, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer made his first substitution in the 7th minute. So that shows you how a player in the names of Jadon Sancho is needed at Manchester United. We need to get plan Bs each and every time some things are not going okay here at United. So guys, I think Jadon Sancho is pushing a move, but United have to do the needful to go in and sign the player because he really needs to play for us, and the board, it looks like it's not in for it. It's like they are taking their time. They are reluctant to seal off this deal, but I think they will seal it, though a lot of pressure is gaining each and every day that passes by. So when we go back to the Sun, they say that sources from Dortmund are resigned to losing the player, despite publicly being confident he will stick around. You've heard that sources in Borussia Dortmund are ready to lose Jadon Sancho to come on to Manchester United because they have nothing to do, because that clause was included in what the negotiations that took place in between them and Jadon Sancho when he was signing his contract from Manchester City coming to Borussia Dortmund, and that clause that was included cannot let Jadon Sancho stay at Borussia Dortmund. So the source goes on and says this story is from the Sun, and they really have quoted out some things that the source told the Sun the following: he wants this deal done. That's Jadon Sancho. That Jadon Sancho wants the deal from Borussia Dortmund to Manchester United done. He's told his agents and various advisors to do all they can to make it happen. You hear? That's what Jadon Sancho is saying, that he has told his agents and various advisors to see to it that this deal happens. They are pushing for him. That means there are talks between Manchester United and Borussia Dortmund. There are talks between the agents and advisors of Jadon Sancho and and the agents of Manchester United. That means there is a deal between Manchester United and Borussia Dortmund. He continues and says that Dortmund are said to want a minimum of £80 million up front plus add-ons. That means Dortmund wants £80 million up front cash and £28 million of add-ons. Sources close to long-running transfer saga reckon it could be completed for £95 million lower than Dortmund's 108 asking price. That's what it said, that this deal might be completed at £95 million by Manchester United paying £80 million and paying £15 million of add-on. So that's it, guys. Jadon Sancho is absent from the Borussia Dortmund squad today, and the football director one of the directors of Borussia Dortmund, that is Mike Zog, has come out and confirmed that he has missed this match because he is ill or suffering from a respiratory infection that cannot see him play. That's alongside the first keeper, I think, Bookman, who is the man who is always in the posts of Borussia Dortmund. So I'm waiting for your feedback into the live section chat below to tell me what you think about this Jadon Sancho missing out in the Borussia Dortmund squad again for the 2 consecutive times they've played ever since the transfer window neared its climax. So what do you think? Is Jadon Sancho really sick, or he's pushing a move to Manchester United? Because a lot of things have been said. The board is saying things different. And recently, Borussia Dortmund came out and said that there are a lot of English press around Borussia Dortmund in Germany. A lot of English press has been deployed in Germany to get all the news, because trust me, each and every person who breaks a story of Jadon Sancho is getting viewership. And that's why many English journalists have been deployed in Germany to talk about this deal, or to get news as far as this deal is concerned. But I'm still sure that the lad is going to come at Manchester United, because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer reached an extent of telling the board, if at all you guys can only provide £80 million for the deal, why don't we sell off Daniel James to Leeds? Because Leeds wants £25 million, or Leeds is giving Manchester United £25 million to see to it that they get the signature of the Welsh winger. So Solskjaer told the board, I'm getting you, why don't you get that money from Daniel James and add it to the 80 that you have, so as you bring in the lad in the names of Jadon Sancho at Manchester United. So that's it for now. Jadon Sancho absent from the Borussia Dortmund match squad versus Freiburg. It's really a story that is developing and growing, and we wait to see what will happen in the next hours. I'm Rokan. I'm out here at United Social Television. Thank you, Joe Richardson, for commenting in, for coming in, and MMTV256. Thank you for the love. See you later in my next video that I'm going